Harrison Ware. Sophomore number 46, Ethan Greenland. And sophomore number 99, Ryder Steves. Lakewood's head coach is Mr. Nick Anderson. Assistant coaches are Jordan Cohagen and Kenny Kennedy. The team trainer is Brandon Scott. And now at this time, would you please stand, remove your hats, and join us for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, and justice for all.
Let's play some soccer.
Go Seahawks!
And it is March 21st, and we have the Lakewood boys soccer team competing against Anacortes boys soccer. Going.
Well, good evening, soccer fans. We're just underway here at Lakewood High School. Boys soccer match between the Anacortes Seahawks and the Lakewood Cougars. Thanks for joining us on the live stream here on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Got a lot of names on the roster. We're going to get them to you as we can. The Cougars are in the black and gold, and the Seahawks are in their white and purple. I need need you to see if we're on. So we're a little late getting set up tonight as I forgot a vital piece of the camera equipment back in my office. So I had to run there and get set. So we're playing just a little bit of catch up. That's why you saw the wobbly screen. And I'll get you your Cougar Starters just as soon as I can. Looks like it's number 99 Ryder Steve's a sophomore. Up top with number 2, Taylor Brock, a sophomore. On the right wing, or maybe right midfielder, is Jason Franzvog Klein, a freshman. Number 4, more of a wingback position, holding down the midfield. I see Bakare Sunko, a freshman, number 31, right in the middle of the pitch. That's Bakary Sanoko. Holding down the middle of the pitch. Oh, and Anacortes is through, but both of them run onto it. The Cougar keeper is out, and he knocks it away. Nice save. He's wearing number 10. I don't know if that's senior Patrick Hernandez or not, but a beautiful through ball. 2 Seahawks ran onto it clear, and neither one of them were able to do anything with it as the keeper came out and made a beautiful save. So it'll be a corner or throw in. No, it looks like a corner for the Seahawks, their first of the night. John Williams, a sophomore, looks like he's holding down the center back position. And it's a little difficult, a little short corner there. Well, kicks it out. Now that's a cross into the mixer, and that's well wide and out of bounds for a goal kick. That was Aiden Pinson, the senior forward, putting that one well wide and long. So out here on the right back is the aforementioned number 4, Franzvog Klein. Looks like he's wearing a cast on his right arm. And then the center back, again, John Williams. The other center back, Williams cleans that one up. The other center back is Kason Parks, a junior. And the left outside is, looks like maybe that's number 8, Brian Olguin. So your back line would be Olguin Parks with Williams and Franzvog Klein with Fitzpatrick as the keeper. We're going to check in with announcer extraordinaire Cindy Parlin. Is the keeper Fitzpatrick? Who's the keeper? Fitzpatrick? I have. It doesn't say position. 0. Alan Sharon is the keeper. So we've got that cleared up. It's not Fitzpatrick. It's going to be Alan Sharon, a senior, in the goal. Those four, and that ball is long onto the field. Now it's picked up again there by Steves. Tried to clear it off Steves, chasing it to the corner and put out for a throw, and that will be thrown in by Brock. With the other outside wing, we'll try to get the number, but it looks like it might be number 7, Aaron Yarmalillo. There's Bakare, puts it into the mixer, comes out to the midfield, and that's Connor Houston, a sophomore with the shot on goal. Doesn't really trouble the Anacortes keeper, but a good offensive foray, the first one of the night for the Cougars. It's headed away by Andrew Post and out for a Seahawk throw-in. That is indeed number 7, Aaron Yarmalillo, as the left wing. So I think we've got all the starters tonight as Anacortes looks to switch the field. That first touch was a little bit hard by Waldrop, but he works to the corner. Now it's covered by the Cougars and put out, and that's going to be a corner. Anacortes showing the propensity for the long ball and trying to run on it, and that's the second time they've been able to get it through. And this is going to be their second corner kick. So long ball in. Looks like Baccarat got his head to it out of bounds, and it's another corner kick. That one was taken by Pinson. This looks like this one's going to be taken by 3 Waldrop. Also in for Anacortes are defenders, James McClellan, number 20, and here that's short to the short post. That's knocked away. Santos was lining it, couldn't get to it. Sunoco sends it long now for Brock running. Brock back to the keeper. Anacortes back to the keeper. Misheaded it there on the sidelines. Baccarat now takes it away from him. And here he is challenging now the Anacortes defense. Nice run, weaving around, tees it up. It's deflected and blocked by the Anacortes defense. Comes out, put back in. This is off to the side. This is Francois Klein putting it off to the side and out for a goal kick. Just underway here, Dick Cardinal Stadium. Your Lakewood Cougars versus the Anacortes Seahawks. Just 10 minutes into the first half, no score. Sunoco with the steal. He's knocked off the ball that time by Waldrop. No foul called. Referee says play on. Chasing down now the forwards as Yamarleo now with a high press. Gets it to the midfield. Turned aside by the midfielder of the Cougars, and now here they come. A little two-touch action. And they're going to put it through, and that player is very a lot of speed shown by the center forward of the Seahawks, but you could tell as he was accelerating that he was going to be faster than any of the Cougar defenders, and he just simply outran them before the I think it's number 11, Taiga Shore, who was running onto it. Sharon now for the free kick right out there on the left-hand side. Puts it in the direction of Steves, but here comes, and again the speed is there. That's knocked back by Williams, but quickly on the ball is Cougars. A hard challenge by Williams. No call, play on. Now coming in from behind is just into the game now Patrick Hernandez, the senior, and another run down that left side. Good defense channeled towards the sideline. No angle for the Anacortes striker to get on goal, and he puts it easily and behind the net. A couple of hard challenges there on that defensive possession, a couple of hard spills. The referee is definitely letting them play tonight. He is yet to call a foul. Sunoco with it. He touches it by the defender, but right to another Anacortes player. All the way back to their sweeper, Connor Barton, who tries to switch the sides and puts it out of bounds. That's going to be a Cougar throw. It's been really terrible conditions all week, really for the last couple of weeks here. Lots of rain, very little sunshine in Lakewood. And we have a beautiful turf field tonight that is giving the players a great pitch in which to play on. Good footing, fast surface. Thank you to our Lakewood voters for approving this bond that allowed us to put in this beautiful pitch, because I remember, as I've said on many occasions, especially during the fall, how this would just be a mud bowl this time of year. especially with all of the rain that we've had. Another through ball left for the Anacortes midfielder, and he puts it right on goal, really right at Sheeran, goes to his knees, doesn't trouble him as he makes the save. Beautiful little drop pass from the Anacortes to set up that midfielder wide open for his run on the goal, but to no avail. So Cougars really having been dominated in the midfield, and there's a foul finally, and that's called on Aiden Santos, who's been in the middle of several physical challenges tonight. That time he just left his man, threw a shoulder into the Cougar player, and then chased the ball. The referee is letting things play as long as you're playing the ball and at the same time the man. Into the game now is 34, Harrison Ware, a sophomore, in for number 7, Gamarleo. Sunoco drops it down back to Parks, who looks to the wing. Nothing there to the newly entered player into the game. Now here comes Anacortes again, looking to play it wide and out of bounds. Anacortes has the same cork inlaid field at their high school as we have here, so they're practicing on the same type of field turf that we're playing tonight. So they put in their cork football field about 6 months before Lakewood installed theirs. Cougars with the throw now, right to the Seahawks. Knocked away, broken up. That's pushed forward, but Cougar was not able to run onto it, and that's going to go. It's going to be off the Seahawks and out of bounds. And we now have a foul on the Cougars. And that'll be the first foul called on the Cougars. That'll be a free kick for the Seahawks. Forward now. So a beautiful turf field being played on under the lights. Anacortes on the attack. The ball's knocked away from Sunoco. Cleaned up by Parks. And that is back. He shields off the striker. And the striker says that was a back pass. And Parks should have been called for a foul, or the keeper should have been called for a foul. The referee said, no, that was not a back pass. He was simply shielding away. Sunoco pops it free. Now trying on the attack is Taylor Brock, but it's cleaned up by Anacortes off to the sideline. And now we're going to have stoppage of play. We're going to have a sub. So coming out is Ryder Steves, and into the game is 0, Alan Sheeran, who I was told is the goalkeeper tonight. So we're going to have to clear up who the goalkeeper is and who 0 is. On my program, I have Alan Sheeran as number 0, but I was told by Cindy Parlin. So the goalkeeper might be. We'll clear up as soon as we can. 25 minutes now to go in the first half. Anacortes really has controlled the run of play. The Cougars have had a couple of counterattacks, but really nothing troubling to the Seahawk keeper. Interesting call here by the referee. It looked to me like the Seahawk player kicked the Cougar, but he saw it the other way. Anacortes has had the more dangerous attack and the more dangerous attempts on goal. That's broken up by Sunoco, but right to the Seahawk midfielder. He's being chased down, and we're going to continue to call that Sheeran in the midfield. That ball rolled long. Keeper's going to come out, and we're just going to let it roll out of bounds for a goal kick. So, long ball, fast turf tonight, and that may at some point favor Anacortes, as they look like they've got an advantage of speed. in the front line versus the Cougar defenders. But so far, it's only resulted in offsides, and it's resulted in goal kicks. Oh, ball strikes Soko, who got grabbed. No call. He puts it long to Brock, knocked away. That's cleaned up by Sheeran, sandwiched by a couple of Seahawks. And this time he's going to be called. Seahawks are going to be. Sheeran is going to be called for the foul. That's very interesting. You watching on the YouTube and the Facebook can stop it right here and do a little instant replay for yourself. We don't have the luxury of that. And you can see if he got his hands up and that was a foul on him, or if he was busted up by the Anacortes player. Anacortes player stood up there on the sidelines, had to turn around and come back. Chased by the Cougar defense, and that just ball is put into the middle, and that's easily covered by the Cougar keeper. Left-footed boot right down the middle, over the head of the defense, and now Brock is on it as the Seahawks couldn't control it, dropped, and now shot by, looked like number 10 with the shot, Hernandez, as Brock and Franz Vogt Klein were leading the attack as that ball bounced over the Seahawk defenders, and the Cougars were able to run onto it. Seahawks again controlling the midfield. This ball is played through, and it's now recovered here. Oh, it's troubling now to the Cougars, but nicely taken away. It looks like that was a double team of Parks and Williams, and that stymied that Seahawk player who, if he had maybe one more touch, could have put it to two Seahawks running free in front of the goal, but it was not there. So good defending by Parks and Williams, and it's going to force the Seahawks to put it out of bounds, a Cougar goal kick. So a goal kick out wide here to Franson Klein. Knocked away back to the keeper who picks it up. As again we see aggressive forward Aiden Pinson attacking the Cougar keeper. Cougars take the ball in midfield, and that's pushed down the sidelines, and he's able to stop it. Oh! The official puts the flag up. That's out of bounds. From my vantage point, it looked like Taylor Brock got there first and was able to touch it on down the field. But the linesman was standing right on top of the play, and he called it out. So it'll be a Seahawk throw-in.
There you go! No!
The ball is passed into the middle, taken away by Stoko. He tees up a left footer, and that goes wide into the discus cage, and that's going to be a goal kick. But nice try by Sunoco, as Bakare was able to steal it, tap it around the defender, and get his left foot on the ball. Into the game now for the Cougars is number 17, Jack Williams, and coming off is number 10, Patrick Hernandez. 19 minutes, 38 seconds to go, halfway through the first half here at Dick Cardinal Stadium. Your Lakewood Cougars are playing the Anacortes Seahawks in a boys soccer match. Subbing back in now for the Cougars is Aaron Yarmolio. I cannot see which Cougar came out. I'll try to get an eye on that, but he went right into the Lakewood soccer tent, and so we could not see him. Seahawks with the throw. Pulled it back, now looking to cross the field. Defender is there. That's Andrew Post, knocks it away. and sends it upfield. That ball goes all the way back to the Anacortes keeper, who brings it out. Sunoco looks to get to the ball, not able to get there yet. Here come the Seahawks on the attack, pushing it wide, headed away nicely. And now cleaned up by Williams, not quite cleaned up by Williams. And that strike was completely mishit and rolled out of bounds for a throw-in. So the Cougars not very crisp in their defending that time, but did just enough. And then the Anacortes player mishit the ball out of bounds. So Cougar throw, Sunoco plays it long, and the Anacortes keeper is going to come out. He has to play it with his feet, and he turns it back into the penalty box. Great hard run by the Cougar attacker, and that looks like that was the left wing, and he just about was able to knock that ball free and be one-on-one to the goal. Nice work in the back that time by Parks, able to play it outside for a throw-in and stop the attack. So just being told by a couple of kids who should know that our keeper tonight is Miguel Oglin. So Miguel, sorry that I didn't get that sooner. Swing and a miss by an Anacortes striker. The Cougars are able to recover and put it out of bounds. So long throw, bouncing ball into the mixer, and it was knocked away. The long throw again into the box, deflected off the, and again cleaned up out of bounds for a throw-in. That was Harrison Ware keeping that ball clear and out of bounds. Ball's out and shot on target, and then goalie Miguel Oguin knocking it wide, parrying it out of bounds, and that's going to set up an Anacortes corner kick. This will be their third one of the night. Ball's put long into the mixer, headed up in the air, and now challenged by the Cougars, and now kicked away by Parks and out of bounds. Be a Seahawk throw, but again the damage is forestalled as the ball is cleared and to the midfield. They're brought back into the game now. Like, looks like that's number 16 is out. Now here comes Sunoco down the middle of the field, touches by one guy, one man to beat, puts it by him, and he's taken down, and there's no call. Oh my goodness, the referee should be pointing to the spot. Sunoco taken down in the box, denied of a clear goal scoring opportunity. The Seahawks back, and he is. What in the world is that referee looking at? Clearly taken down in the box. Should have been a penalty kick from the spot as Sunoco was spilled after a beautiful run. 14 minutes to go here in the first half. And as the Seahawks tried to counterattack, they are once again offsides, victim of the offside trap, with Williams and Parks doing a nice job. Ball's played through. This time he's onsides. The keeper comes out, knocks it away, gets up, clears it off his own line. Nice job by the limping now Miguel Olguin as he comes out, knocks the ball away with his feet, gets up, and then plays it out of bounds. Seahawks around the ball in the back, looking to put one through, and there's Sunoco again. This time he puts it running. Yarmaleo, he's beat to the ball by a Seahawk defender. Nice idea to try to put that ball, but just a little too ambitious. Intercepted in the midfield by the Cougar defender, Parks. The ball now is running on to the Seahawk player, and nice job by the Cougar defender to turn and kick it off the Seahawk running forward. And that ball is out for a Cougar goal kick. Goal kick into the middle of the field now is intercepted by the Seahawks, but they are unable to make a connection. Williams clears it to Yarmaleo, but he gives it back to the Seahawks. Now this is going outside, and Franz Van Klein is spilled, and the referee is reluctant at this point to do more than just look at the cast and make sure that it's soft, and for play to continue.
That's you, Aaron.
Free kick is knocked out of bounds by the and puts it out for a throw-in for the Seahawks. 11:27 left to go here in the first half. 0-0. Anacortes versus the home Lakewood Cougars. Knocked away at the midfield, but unable to get it to his own man was Connor Houston. Are back on the attack. Is with it now. That's in right to fighting forward at midfield. Very clever back pass, and now nicely done by the Cougar defender. And the referee has called a penalty on the Cougars. There was a lot of contact there, and the Lakewood player did knock the ball away, and there was contact after that defensive play, but if we were to judge the amount of contact on this play with the amount of contact Sunoco took 5 minutes ago, we would easily say that there was more contact on Sunoco. But the Seahawk calmly steps up, sends Miguel Olaguin the other way, and he slides it into the back of the net for a 1-0 lead. So at the 9:30 mark of the first half, Anacortes takes a 1-0 lead over the Cougars. Great play by the keeper, puts his big paw out there as there was some trouble with that ball by the Cougars. The Seahawks ran onto it, and now the Cougars are starting to try and get a little more physical with the Seahawks, but they're doing a lot more pushing, whereas the Seahawks have done it a lot with shoulders and hips. The Cougars are now starting to do it with their arms and their feet, and that is something the referee is going to call. The Seahawks turn and go, and the shot is just wide. So Seahawks putting a lot of pressure now upfield on the Cougars. Another ball just kicked aimlessly up the field without much purpose, but Sunoco gets it back, and he is grabbed this time, and at some point we're going to have to see a yellow card on William Waldrop for the persistent infringement, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
So ball knocked away, running onto by Sharon. Cougars playing the ball in the corner. That ball is put out of bounds. So Cougar throw in, 7 minutes exactly left to go in the first half as the Cougars are trailing 1-0 on the penalty kick by the Seahawks at the 9:30 mark in the first half. Ball thrown to the corner, not able to be controlled, and that's out for a goal kick. Ball is knocked away by the Cougars off the goal kick, but goes out of bounds. Yarmolillo cannot run it down. It's out for a throw. Now Sunoco is waiting for it to settle. His comes right in his back and through him, forces him to kick it out of bounds. That was Caden Jacobson, the senior forward, who's been very physical up front tonight as well. Ball goes into the middle. And now the field is switched. Nice job of defending on the outside, slowing up the Anacortes attack, and now that ball is pushed through, and it's cleaned up by Williams and put out of bounds for a Seahawk throwing. So great job of defending on the outside left, causing that Seahawk attack to slow down so they couldn't just run onto it. And by the time they were able to kind of get untangled from that defense, they were putting the ball down the sideline, and the defense had recovered. Long throw into the mixer, and Anacortes Seahawk gets his foot to it, but he kicks it off a Cougar, and so the linesman calls that a corner kick. So fifth corner kick of the night now for the Seahawks. With 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Looks like they're going to take the in-swinger. And he punches it into the middle, headed out nicely. But Anacortes recovers it, puts it back into the middle. Ball's kind of mucked around a little bit, and it's out of bounds. And it's going to be out of bounds for a goal kick. So great effort by the Cougar keeper to keep the ball in play if possible. He couldn't, but it was off the Seahawks. Cougar goal kick. Subbing into the game now for the Seahawks. Caden Jacobson out here on the left wing will go out, and he's replaced by Hayden Baumgartner, a senior forward, number 12. All right, into the game for the Cougars is Patrick Hernandez. Williams pops that one up. He heads it backwards, and now here come the Seahawks on the attack. And a great save by the Cougar keeper. going with the outside of his foot as he forced towards the sidelines. Big long arm stuck out, grabbing the ball. Great save by the keeper. Foul on the Seahawks. Connor Houston was fouled, and he will take the kick. He puts it into the box, and running onto it was Ryder Stevens, but he couldn't quite get there, and it rolls out for a goal kick. Goal kick out to midfield, headed forward, but the Seahawks headed back at them, and they're on the run one more time. This is Shepard out of bounds. And it'll be a Seahawk throw. And that ball is played out by Williams. And the Seahawks one more time will have a throw-in. 2 minutes to go in the half now, and the clock will stop. So the time will be kept for the last 2 minutes by the official on the field. So we will not know how much time is left. We just know that there is less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Cougars trailing 1-0, having surrendered a penalty kick in the 10th minute. That ball is put well out of bounds and up the field for another Seahawk throw. Williams cleans it up as the Cougars continue to force the Seahawks to play wide on the sidelines. Ball thrown into the middle, off ahead. Williams is there, cleans it up. Popped up in the air. And we're going to have a foul on the Seahawks. So, free kick for the Cougars into the midfield area. And the Seahawks recovered again. That's been kind of a recipe for disaster, these long kicks by the Cougars. But this time it's recovered by the Cougars. And Sheeran's running for it. And he had to run through a gauntlet of Anacortes defenders who were throwing shoulders and hips at him as he was trying to run onto that ball, as they were trying to get in his way and knock him off his path. The ball is headed backwards for a Seahawk to run onto it. Some acrobatic kicks by the Seahawk. And that's going to be another foul on the Seahawks, this time for jumping into the keeper. Again, Anacortes is very physical. Lots of shoulders, lots of hips, lots of very physical challenges, but they keep their arms down by their sides, which is what the referees can automatically call as a foul. Then it becomes a judgment call as to how much contact is actually made. There's a nice challenge. No, they're going to call that on Stevens, who had a nice challenge on Noah Hunter, but Hunter went spilling to the ground and is slow to get up. As it appeared, Hunter may have used a little too much of his elbow or his shoulder on that play. Ball is put into the middle. Now it comes out to the mixer on goal, and it's a corner kick, another save by the Cougar keeper. We're well under to the 2 minute mark. This may be the last play of the half, as the referees will usually let them have one final kick. But this is a lot, as they have now changed who's going to take the corner kick. It's a lot of time being allowed for this by the official. Ball is cleared out. The referee is looking at his watch. Ball rolls out, and there's the end of the first half. So half number 1 is done here at Dick Cardinal Stadium. The Lakewood Cougars trail 1-0 on a penalty kick in the 10th minute by Anacortes. We got a 10-minute halftime, and we will take that